finished another sketchbook. I promise this channel is not gonna be about sketchbooks only, but I am a big enthusiast about sketchbooks. I love sketchbooks, and I just finished another one. Here is she, Admire. I'm very excited about this one. I love this format. It's very square. I feel like I got all my friends into buying tiny sketchbooks, specifically this square one. I feel like everyone I work with and all my friends are now using this. It's just really fun, and it's really easy to carry. If you need to open like a panoramic view, you have that option. If you want like something vertical, you have that option. But to be honest, I most like use it in a square format. But I'm very excited about this. I did plain April on this one, and there's a lot of fun things I want to show from this sketchbook. There's a lot of painting. I think in this sketchbook I really embraced both ink and painting, so it's a good blend of both. And I'm just really loving this. Let me show it to you, and I hope you enjoy. I am very excited to start a new sketchbook. It's always really exciting. I bought the same format now. The new one is green, and I'm just like in a good way of a sketchbook. So it's very inspiring for me to use it. The last sketchbook tour I did, it was a little sad. I'm not gonna lie. It was a sketchbook I used for a lot of grief and a lot of processing of emotions. I think when I arrived to this one, I finally was in a place where I was able to have fun and to enjoy, and there was not a lot of pressure about, or preciousness even, about this sketchbook, so I love it. So let me show it to you. I'm very excited about it. So this is the Art Creation sketchbook. We love her. She's been a favorite for a minute. I really like this format. As I said, this is a sticker from Natty, and I love the Prisma transparency of it. I feel like it gives it a lot of character, a lot of personality. I felt like this was a very statement sticker, so I let that just be there. And on the back, following with the cat theme, this is another sticker. Here's the creator of this beautiful sticker. But yeah, let's start the sketchbook tour, shall we? I'll let you know what I used for most of it. Starting with the cover, beautiful cover. I just tried to do a little intro to every sketchbook. I've done this since I was a kid, and I've always liked to add a little cover to all my projects and add a little typography and stuff like that. So I just love doing that. I don't think it's necessary for any sketchbook, but this is one of my favorite things to do, and I have a lot of joy in it. I did this with the Caran d'Ache Neo color pastels, and then just added some things with watercolor and with color pencils and stuff. I started this one on September 2024 and finished that in July, so it's a good amount, almost what is it, 9 months, 8 months. So this sketchbook goes from September to July of 2024 to July of 2025. It's almost 10 months, so not a full year, but almost. So it took me a good amount of time to finish this sketchbook, but I still think that it was a good, it took less than a year, and it's been an improvement from my last sketchbook, and that's very exciting. Starting with the cover, we had just got Momo. This is our new kitten. He was very tiny, very cute. Penelope, this is my cat. She is not a fan of Momo. But, well, she was not a fan. Now they love each other. But at the beginning, that was her sentiment. And Momo was just a cute little kitten who grew up really, really large. At the beginning, you can even say, Bobo's first week home, we call him Bobo at the beginning, but now he's Momo. It's changed. And Penelope, not feeling really sure. This became a sticker. I'll insert the sticker here. I love this page. I was just so enchanted with just drawing them. They were so funny at the beginning. They still are. They're very cute. And more Momo drawings. These are all, you know, graphite, pencil, sketchbook. I was just doodling and trying new colors. I also got new wash colors, so I was just trying them out here. Trying some typography. I started with a lot of intentions for this sketchbook, wanting to do Peachtober, and wrote them all here. Intentions are always there, but I've never really finished Peachtober or Inktober for that matter. Anyways, this was in September, so I was like really excited, really trying to finish a sketchbook for Peachtober, and it just didn't happen. This was the first idea for Daisy, and then I did do this one. Oh, actually I have some petals from flowers. Let's admire petals for a second. Aren't these pretty? I'm gonna put them outside. And yeah, this was my idea for Daisy's. I didn't love this one, so I ended up making it digital, and I think I like the digital one more, but I think this one is still very charming. And I think that was the last one I did. This was the idea for sparkle, and I really wanted to make more like lighting effects with paint. And on, you know, when you have a full-time job 9 to 5, it's hard to commit to a daily painting challenge, and even if you don't, it's still really hard to finish. Anyway, that I really had all my intentions here. Mauricio, te amo tanto. Okay. Down. I really had all my intentions here, but they just never came through. Anyway, I loved ideas though. I still like having the prompts there, and I think they're wonderful prompts. But I will probably not do them. I just having the ideas just in case I don't know what to paint, and I can just have them over there. This is a painting that I did at one of the food trucks there are here in Portland. So there's like a half plane in one of the food trucks, and I started painting it there, finished it at home, but I just really like the lighting on this part, and I think it's really cute. I think it's very successful painting. I really like it. It's also with wash. Some doodling with color paint. I don't like this page, but I love this page. I love them. They have like I would love to make a illustration, a full illustration on this style with graphite. I think it's really cute. I also got some neon watercolors, so I was trying something out here. I love these too. I think it's a cool effect. Some cows. I think at this point we went to a pumpkin patch, and there were so many cows, and it was really cute, so I just wanted to draw them. I love a good pumpkin patch. And oh my god, this was such a breakthrough for me. I didn't know about the Storm palette, and I just became obsessed with the Storm palette. This is Zorn himself, the diva. He was truly a diva. Every outfit this man had just is, I want it. I want to dress the same way. He was really wonderful style person. But he basically invented this palette that has really vivid reds and yellows for skin color, and some really desaturated greens and purples and blues. So he basically did like a vermilion red, a yellow ochre, some ivory black and white. So that was his palette, and I tried to replicate it with some watercolors I had. I did change the ivory black for like a prism blue, so just to add a little bit more tint to my blues, to my darks, but I think it's still really I think it still works in the same way, and it makes really like natural greens, or greens that are really awesome for fall. Like I think the fall colors here really like stand out. And yeah, I with the same watercolor, same Storm palette, I painted Storm himself, and I really wanted this jacket and this jacket. So I don't know, it was a really cool like watercolor experiment. I was really in my watercolor era, as you will see. This is Maria Felix. This is a watercolor painting. I love this page. I was truly on a, I don't think this was peak sketchbook, because I don't think I've done anything better than this in this sketchbook. I think she was perfect. She was also such a diva. I was such a in a outfit painting era, and she really, like, she's giving everything I needed. I love the hair, the hat. It's just like, I don't know, I want to take a moment of appreciation of this one because I love her. This is a wash. I was just having fun. I think we were watching a movie and I just wanted some like easy thing to paint. I also think this is really cute fall like background painting. I think it's really cute, with the same storm palette. So I basically brought the color pencils from this page. So I brought like all these colors pencils to travel with me, and that's the only thing I brought. Watercolors and color pencils and a little bit of wash, and with that I created this one. This is a little like nephew, Leo, and I was just inspired by like a vintage illustrations. I wanted to make some baby paint like drawings and some baby paintings. This one is very cute. I think I painted these on the plane and I was just really into it. I had just 8-hour plane ride, you know, and you have time, and this is what comes after that. I also started this one in the plane but never finished it, and I don't think I will ever finish it, but it was a good foundation of how to build the watercolor shadows and lights and figuring out the form and blocking out the silhouette. I think this was a great experiment. I also really like her. I think I really like this color, I really like this character design. I think she is just, I don't know, and kind of have a crush on her. I think is very cute. Also her, like, I was really on a diva mode this October, because it's October by this point. Yeah, I really like this style of illustration. And then I started making sweaters, like actually knitting sweaters, and this was one of the most fun I had because I wanted to make a lot of like patterns and stuff like that with knitting. And sweater weather, I don't love this page, but I love the sentiment of this page, like sweater weather. This is Loretta Jean's pie. We went to get some pie, and it was also very like October, very autumn, fall inspired illustrations. I really like this wash page. It's a very illustration page, and I really like this one. Here's more doodles. Like, I wasn't really trying to do anything here. I think it's okay to just let your sketchbook be your doodling, mindless moment, but I was really into sweaters, as you can see, and I kind of really want to knit something like this. More wash illustrations. Also never finished this, but I love the lighting. I've seen other artists trying to paint this picture. I'll insert here the reference picture. Oh, it's so beautiful, and I just never finished it. Maybe one day I will try to recreate it in another time, but I feel like I will let this one just be like that. And here's my little Momo and Penelope sweater weather, and me knitting some sweaters. I've been really on a knitting path again. Another beautiful sweater. So the video of the last sketchbook tour was lost, and now I need to record it again. So new day, new nails, new sketchbook tour, but essentially I left here, and I sketch here the sweater outfit inspiration, and then I was trying to learn a little bit more about wash and getting ready for plain April, and I made some like black and white inspiration and then some like color experiments with wash. A little couch design. This was fun to make. I really like this. This was all pencil colors. Prismacolors, I think. I love this outfit. I would love to recreate this or make this a painting. I love the color palette. These were some ceramic ideas I had for this craft fair at Leica. I think those are really fun. This is another sticker idea, but also in my Loteria series. I thought this was really pretty, so I want to make something like that. I really love these baddies. I would love to make this like a sticker sheet. Also very like intense. I love this pink. I think this is opera pink. It's a very like neon pink, and if you mix this with any other wash color, it makes it super intense, and I love that intensity. So these are some ideas for this was like It's So Cold Outside, and I was reading this book for color called The Norman Effect, and The Novel Effect, sorry, and it's this person who did all the backgrounds for the Looney Tunes, and I love how he uses value and color and abstracts color in a very interesting way. So I grabbed a picture he had and made it into this little background, and I think it's very successful. I would love to do more experiments like this. I also made a lot of India ink experiments. This is my wife, and we were not married then, but now we're married. Mama and Penelope. And my little babies, see, now they love each other, mis amores. Some more like wash experiments, some color like wheel. I like made some copies of the Norman Effect and made some like experiments with wash to understand the color. This is another wash experiment or like study. Same with this one. They all came from a picture from Pinterest. This was the save the date sketch I did for my wedding invitation. I'll insert it right here. I think it's really pretty. It's both of us dancing. This is Penelope. Don't look at what she's doing. And Momo for Christmas. This is one of the backgrounds of the Novel Effect. I think that one is super cool, and I really love the effects and the colors and the abstraction of it all. I think it's really awesome. I was gonna try to replicate this like Wallace and Gromit still. I never did, probably will never do it. And this is for New Year's. We went to Bend and I did a little like paintings in Bend. It was really cozy. It was really wintry. All the snow. I love using snow as like a negative space effect, and this was all with wash. I think it's really fun. And this was like a Michael Verrell Patreon exercise. I learned a lot from his Patreon. I've been really like trying to apply all the things he's saying and how he uses value and chroma to create his paintings is truly mesmerizing. And some outfits. These are I think all the outfits I wore in a week. Well, not all of them, but some of the outfits I wore in a week. And I want to make this a sticker. I think it's really pretty. I think it's really fun. And it's just like a Trader Joe's tomato paste, but I love it. I think it's really fun. This is all wash as well. More outfit inspirations. I hate this page. Let's skip it. A little bit of a study of a landscape. A little cartoon. And I love these little cartoons. I think they're so funny. I think I was a little like trying to find a new avatar, a new way to draw myself, and I really like this one. I think this one is sticking. This is a pen I was using. I love this one. It's like the one mini bullet pen. It's so much fun. This is how I look when I am home and Emily comes home. Momo watches TV like upside down, and yeah, this is me every time I see a drag queen. I'm just completely mesmerized. Some of my D&D notes. This is my character. Her name is Bob, and this is what happened that day. I love this. I took this picture and I thought he looked so funny. Maybe I'll make this a sticker. It's very fun. And yeah, some more doodles, some Prismacolor painting, some wash painting, and this is Snoopy. More color palettes. I was messing around with color a lot during this time. I really like that, and I was trying color palette for a Valentine's sticker. I was gonna make this like cute cake type thing or pie, but I made this one instead. I really like this gray hair, and she's a diva, and this was just like a fun wash experiment. I don't know who she is, but I like her. And I was making a little like Substack, a new avatar, so some sketch for that. Subscribe to my Substack. It's really fun. I love writing in there and posting there. Honestly, more than in Instagram. It's so much fun. And I was feeling very like boxed in, very like, this is how I was feeling one of these days, and it was not good. I was also very sad. I don't know why. Sometimes it just happens. I don't know. I like to sketch a little cowgirl. I think she's fun. This was made with wash as well. I was messing up with wash a lot. She's funny. And I love this one. A little one of my existential crisis. And I really like this one. It's like, girl, get your shit together. This is Momo yelling at me, and me having an existential crisis, just laying down on the ground. This is my wash palette. I have since changed this emerald green for another like indigo or Prussian blue. I think, oh, I changed this one for Prussian blue. But I think when I finish my olive green, I'm gonna swap and put emerald green and Prussian blue. But for now, this was the color palette I used for this sketchbook. These are more of the trees I use for an experiment and for like a study from Michael Rell's Patreon. Learned a lot. I love the language and the shape language he uses is really fun. I would love to make this a little painting, like an oil painting. Would love. It's very hot. This was just like a color experiment for a painting I did after. It's just a little color key. I love this cowboy. This is a picture I found on Pinterest, I think, but it's a little study with wash, and I just love him. He's so pretty. Mama and Penelope being mischievous. A little chicken heaven. Never finished. That's okay. And I had this idea with a friend of using like a lot of flowers and painting with oils on top of that on glass. On top of those flowers. We'll still have it on that, but I would love to make this. I think this is really like fun, like a fun idea to make with multimedia. Again, my D&D character, more of me with the bandana. The first time I tried ADHD meds, my brain just felt quiet, and it was so nice. More of my D&D characters. I really love these girls. I would love to have a tattoo of this one day. I did this sketch for Lina Printing, and this was one of the wedding invitation ideas I had, or wedding gifts. We wrote letters to all our guests, and this was one of the Lina prints. I'll show you a picture later. And this was another of the ideas. I had this painting, never finished, that's okay. This is another of the Luna print ideas, and I really like how it turned out. I think I have like a print somewhere in here. Oh, this was the first day of playing April. I really like this one. I think this one is very successful. I really love this one. And this is my face when I'm painting, and my mind when I'm painting. Day 2, day 3, I did not finish that, but I think I really like this version. I love the light in this one. I think it's very pretty. Day 4, I think. This is a lake around my place. And I love this lake. I think it's the only one I've used in a panoramic view. And this is a Luna print. This is the stamp actually. So this is number 1 and this is number 2. And I couldn't decide which ones I wanted to use, so we made both. And I love that because they turn out really, really well. I printed in watercolor paper, and it was a success. I loved it. This one I think is my favorite of all the plain April pictures or paintings. This was a picture I took in one of the waterfalls in Oregon. Don't ask me which one, there's a lot of them. But I love this one. It's very pretty. And this is next to work, next to the studio. This is a Hillsborough Fire Department and some tulips. And same with the lake next to my place. There's a lot of ducks, and this was very like fun to paint. Another Momo and Penelope and Momo sketches. This one I intentionally changed the color, so this was in Portland, and I changed the colors for this like emerald green, magenta, and yellow, and I wanted to create kind of like a sunset but in green, and I really like how this one turned out. I think it's really nice. We went to see all the wildflowers in Oregon. There's so many, and I think this is on the Washington side. It's really fun. There was a lot of these purple flowers. It's not lavender, but they did look a lot like a lavender, and especially there was a lot of like yellow flowers. You can almost see this one. It's a little light study of some friends having lunch. This is watercolor. I really like this one. And some mountains in Warm Springs. I think this one was in Miami. And some Momo. When I don't know what to paint, I just paint Momo. And he's so funny and so sassy. But yeah, I really like this one. And I wood carved Indy for a memorial of Indy. This was for Emily's birthday, and also for like first year memorial of Indy. So I wood carved, and I wanted to have like a little sketch for it. And these are the ducks in Miami. All with like, you can see the sheen. This is all pencil color. A long Momo. A sassy Penelope. This is a Karen Dash picture. We were in Minneapolis and we went to see the twins. I was like, sports. Brought my sketchbook. I don't know. It was fun. And lots of bunnies. I don't know why I was so obsessed with bunnies, but this was really fun to draw. I really like this flower, and this person was just laying down, and I thought he looked very pretty. Another ducky. I think these are also with Karen Dash. I think you can see the sheen if I move it. It's fun. It was fun to paint light with the Karen Dash Neocolor pastels. I like this study with black and white. This is a watercolor painting with some of the Neocolors, so you can see a little bit of the sheen in some parts, especially to make things darker and push the values, but mostly it was done with watercolors. And some color mixing. I like to swatch, so color swatches. This is Mount Hood, some sketches of Mount Hood, and I wanted to try to do with wash this like clay texture, and a lot of it is just desaturating the color. But it was fun to replicate a lot of the wash, a lot of the clay colors with wash. I really like this one. Happy Pride, this was during Pride. More Neocolor Pastel studies. And Neocolor Pastel landscape. I love this diva, I don't know who she is, but I love this like monochromatic, not monochromatic, but almost monochromatic portrait. There was this huge halo in the sky this one day, and it was just this like circular rainbow next to the sun, and it looks so beautiful. I would love to make her a painting, like an actual bigger painting one day. Same with her, just like galloping to the sun, I guess. Some tomatoes. This is oil pastels, and with oil pastels you really just have to trust the process. At the beginning it looked so ugly, and then something good came out of it, and it's kind of nice. Lots of mushrooms from one of our hikes. I love when wood makes these like little castles almost, they look like, and all the forms that mushrooms do is so much fun. These little mushrooms look funny. And there was this one tree that was so intensely red, and all this like moss growing around it in green, so the contrast between the red and the green was so good. Like it made it vibrate, like it made the colors vibrate, and it was just very gorgeous. These are the tulips. We go to the tulip festival every year, and this was one of my favorite pictures of the festival. I think I wanted to like replicate some of the blue light, like bounce light from the sky in this blue. I don't know if it was very successful, but I like this painting a lot. And this is Maurice, little kitty, and this is Galileo. He's a big ball. I love him, he's very sweet. And this is a Portland's rose garden. I went with my dad. My dad came over to visit, and we did this one. I really like this one. We painted together, and we haven't painted in a minute, so like together, and I have a lot of like love for this one. We also went to the Gorge White House in Portland, and they have all these vineyards, all this like house, and you can see Mount Hood and Mount Adams. I think this is Mount Adams actually. And the Portlander Museum. I really like this painting. I make a little study of it, and this was Van Gogh's. I'd never seen this painting from Van Gogh, and I loved it. I love the composition, I love the crows. And if I'm not mistaken, this is Papi Chulos in Portland as well. My dad was so tired of American food, so he was like, can you just take me to get some tacos? And I was like, okay, I got you. And we went to get some tacos. This is my Dos Equis, and I really like this illustration style. It's very fun. And the next day we went to a Timbers game. It's so much fun how you can remember things so much better when you draw them, more than if you take pictures of it. Yeah, this is a Timbers game. They won, yay, go Timbers. And some studies, and this is my dad. We went to a food truck. He looks so handsome. And that's it. This is my sketchbook. So that's the end, and I made a little cartoon for myself. Yeah. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed this sketchbook tour. I love working with this one, and I hope this inspires you to also get your tiny fun sketchbook and to bring it everywhere and to experiment and find new styles. And I'll be sharing more art. Probably not as many sketchbooks, because I just finished this one last month. I finished the other one of my other sketchbook tour like a year ago, so I've been working on this one for a whole year, so probably won't have another sketchbook tour until the next year. Hopefully I'll do more art and have more time to do more art, so it'll be more like 6 months, but I finished this one last month, and I'll be starting a new one. So I'll be showing more different art, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.